Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I can most definitely predict the future with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder responding to what Rick Ross said recently during his sit down with Joe and Jada on their show, where he jumped all the way out there and said he would slap 50 Cent when he see him. And then also when at G-Unit, they talked about Uncle Murder once again. And I can't put the clip right here. Well, I don't want to because it's on Netflix. I don't know if they approve it or not. But I know Netflix and YouTube are direct competitors, especially with the streaming and everything now. And they are on YouTube for certain clips now. But with them being on...
Everybody thought Rick Ross was just joking when he casually threw out that wild statement about wanting to slap 50 Cent. But now the entire internet is exploding after Tony Yayo finally stepped in and responded publicly. And let's just say, he did not hold back. What really shocked fans wasn't only the threat itself, it was Yayo claiming he personally witnessed moments behind the scenes that completely changed the narrative people thought they knew. Now social media is in chaos because old tensions between Rick Ross, G-Unit, Jeezy, and even people connected to Jay-Z are suddenly being dragged back into the spotlight. Fans are digging up old footage, resurfacing stories from backstage encounters, and questioning whether Ross is genuinely ready for smoke, or simply using controversy to keep his name trending while promoting his latest projects. Things became even messier after Yayo hinted that there are videos and private moments the public still hasn't seen. That instantly set hip-hop fans into detective mode. Some people are calling cap, others are saying Ross pushed things way too far this time, and now everybody's debating whether this entire situation could spiral into a full-blown industry war again. And the craziest part? Multiple podcasts connected to the same network are now indirectly involved in the drama, making this situation feel less like regular rap beef and more like complete chaos unfolding in real time. The moment Rick Ross casually threw that "I'll slap 50 Cent when I see him" comment into the conversation, the entire energy around that interview shifted. What started as regular podcast banter instantly turned into one of the most talked about moments in hip-hop media this week. Fans weren't just reacting to the statement itself, they were reacting to who said it, where it was said, and who immediately responded afterward. Because the second those clips started circulating online, people already knew somebody from G-Unit was eventually going to address it. And that somebody ended up being Tony Yayo. According to multiple reports and reactions spreading across social media, Yayo looked genuinely irritated by the situation, especially after Ross started throwing shots not only at 50 Cent, but also at people connected to the G-Unit circle. Fans immediately noticed the tone in Yayo's voice when he started speaking about the situation. This didn't sound like somebody laughing off internet drama. It sounded personal. And once he began bringing up old encounters backstage and stories from previous industry events, fans realized this wasn't just another random rap discussion anymore. Yayo reportedly reminded viewers that there have been years of tension between Ross and people connected to G-Unit, and he hinted that a lot of the public only knows the
Netflix, I can't put that clip with Rick Ross on there. Now, Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, they on volume as well, but they podcast is not on Netflix as of right now, so I can put that up on here. But Rick Ross jumped all the way out there and just volunteered to go at 50, because they did talk about Drake for a little bit at the beginning, like at the kind of the first part or whatever. That's a clip that's going around from what I'm seeing, but also he just jumped out there at that moment with
published version of what happened behind closed doors. One moment in particular had fans going crazy online when Yayo referenced an old backstage encounter involving Ross and Jeezy. Almost instantly, old rumors started resurfacing again. Fans began reposting clips, interviews, and blurry concert footage trying to connect every piece together like some giant hip-hop investigation. What really fueled the conversation was Yayo's claim that there are moments people allegedly never saw publicly. According to reactions online, he suggested certain footage exists, but was never released because people involved chose not to escalate situations further at the time. The internet immediately exploded after that. Comments started flooding everywhere, with fans demanding receipts, unreleased clips, and proof. Some people even claim the industry has spent years quietly covering up certain tensions between artists to avoid bigger problems. At the same time, others defended Ross heavily. Many fans argued that Ross has always used entertainment and controversy as part of his personality online. They pointed out how he constantly turns viral moments into promotion opportunities for albums, businesses, liquor brands, or live events. Some viewers even joked that Ross treats every interview like a marketing campaign. But critics weren't laughing. They believed Ross intentionally crossed a line by making physical comments about 50 Cent, especially knowing how quickly internet narratives spiral out of control. The situation became even more complicated once fans noticed how many people connected to the same media network were suddenly involved indirectly. People online started calling the entire situation reality TV for rappers because podcasts connected under the same umbrella were now discussing each other publicly. One interview triggered another response, which triggered another reaction clip, and before long the algorithm completely took over. Every major hip-hop page was posting reactions, memes, side-by-side clips, and theories about who might respond next. Some fans even started comparing the atmosphere to older eras of rap beef where tension constantly spilled into interviews, backstage events, and public appearances. Emotions ran high online because older hip-hop fans remember just how serious these rivalries once became. That's why some viewers felt uncomfortable hearing words like slap casually thrown around, even if others believed it was only entertainment. People started debating whether modern rap media encourages artists to exaggerate conflict for clicks, views, and attention. Meanwhile, another layer of drama quietly entered the conversation after Ross reportedly mentioned comments connected to Rory and Mal. Fans quickly connected the dots and realized this wasn't only about 50 Cent anymore. Suddenly, Jay-Z's longtime associates, OVO connections, podcast hosts, and multiple rap camps were all somehow being pulled into the same messy online conversation. Social media users couldn't believe how fast the situation expanded beyond the original interview clip. Somebody on Twitter wrote that this no longer looked like regular rap commentary. It looked like everybody in hip-hop media accidentally stepped into the same storm at once. And honestly, fans agreed. Because every few hours another reaction clip surfaced, another live stream started, or another personality added fuel to the fire with cryptic comments and old stories. But despite all the noise online, one thing became very clear: Tony Yayo wasn't trying to present this situation like pure comedy. The way he spoke made fans believe there were still unresolved feelings underneath all the jokes and internet trolling. Even when he laughed during certain moments, viewers noticed the tension in his tone whenever old backstage situations were mentioned. And while nobody knows how serious any of these threats or stories truly are behind closed doors, one thing is undeniable: the moment Ross made those comments, the internet turned an interview into a full-scale hip-hop debate almost overnight. The internet conversation only became louder after more people started dissecting exactly how Tony Yayo responded during the discussion. Fans noticed he wasn't only defending 50 Cent, he was also challenging the image Ross has been building for years. And once Yayo started bringing up Canada, backstage encounters, and stories involving other rappers, social media instantly split into sides. Some fans believed Yayo was exposing contradictions in Ross's public persona. Others felt he was simply reigniting old beef for entertainment. But either way, people could not stop talking about it. Reaction channels started uploading breakdowns within minutes, bloggers were replaying clips frame by frame, and hip-hop forums became flooded with debates about who was telling the truth. According to online reactions, one of the biggest moments came when Yayo referenced an old encounter where Ross allegedly walked past certain people backstage without the energy he later shows in interviews. That single comment triggered thousands of reactions because fans immediately interpreted it as Yayo questioning Ross's toughness publicly. Suddenly, old stories involving Jeezy, Gucci Mane, and previous industry tensions all came back into the conversation again. Many longtime hip-hop fans remembered hearing rumors years ago about disagreements behind the scenes during the height of Ross and Jeezy's issues. Now, because of this new interview cycle, people started revisiting those old stories like unfinished business. Clips from old radio interviews began circulating again, and fans started comparing past statements to what was being said now. Emotions ran high because everybody online had their own version of events. At the same time, people close to the culture understood there was another layer underneath all the entertainment. Some fans pointed out that Ross and 50 Cent have spent years taking indirect shots at each other publicly, so hearing another aggressive statement didn't necessarily surprise them. But what shocked many viewers was how many additional names became connected afterward. Somehow the situation expanded from Ross versus G-Unit into conversations involving podcast hosts, Jay-Z affiliates, OVO supporters, and multiple media personalities all at once. One viral comment online said, "This doesn't even feel like rap beef anymore. This feels like a whole reality show universe colliding together," and honestly, the comparison wasn't far off. Because every few hours another personality would respond indirectly through a live stream, an interview, or cryptic social media captions. Fans stayed glued to their phones waiting to see who might speak next. Another thing that fueled speculation was the way Ross appeared completely relaxed while all the controversy exploded around him. Instead of backing away from the attention, he allegedly leaned into it harder. Fans noticed that during appearances and posts online, Ross kept promoting his businesses, upcoming performances, and luxury lifestyle, while the internet argued nonstop about his comments. Critics accused him of turning conflict into advertising. Supporters called it smart marketing. One blogger even joked that Ross knows exactly how to trend without releasing a diss track. According to that theory, every controversial statement becomes free promotion because blogs, reaction pages, and YouTube channels spread the clips everywhere automatically. Whether people support him or criticize him, his name stays circulating across social media all day. But not everybody found the situation entertaining. Several fans expressed concern that conversations about violence and physical threats can quickly spiral once emotions take over online. Older hip-hop fans especially remembered how industry rivalries in the past sometimes escalated beyond music and interviews. Because of that history, some viewers felt uncomfortable watching people laugh about threats so casually. Still, others insisted the entire thing was exaggerated internet drama. They argued that podcast culture today rewards shocking moments, controversial quotes, and viral soundbites more than calm discussions. From that perspective, Ross simply understood how modern media works. One outrageous sentence could generate millions of views overnight. While fans debated all of that, another side of the drama quietly kept growing. People started focusing heavily on the volume, network connections. Viewers realized multiple personalities involved in the tension were all connected through the same media ecosystem. That discovery created endless memes online. Some people jokingly called it hip-hop's version of reality television, while others compared it to old chaotic music label eras where everybody inside the same circle secretly had problems with each other. The situation became even messier once fans revisited Ross's comments connected to Biggs and conversations surrounding Rory and Mel. Many people online questioned why Ross suddenly decided to involve individuals connected to Jay-Z's history, especially considering how much respect normally exists around those relationships in hip-hop culture. Some viewers believed Ross crossed an unnecessary line. Others argued he intentionally wanted maximum attention. Yayo's reaction added fuel to all those discussions because he didn't sound interested in letting the comments slide quietly. Fans noticed how direct he became whenever old industry situations were mentioned. Even during lighter moments in the conversation, there was still tension underneath everything he said. People watching could tell these weren't random internet personalities arguing for clicks. These were individuals carrying years of history, pride, and unresolved feelings. And maybe that's why the entire story exploded the way it did. Because underneath the jokes, memes, and reaction videos, fans sensed something deeper. They sensed old rivalries resurfacing through modern podcast culture, where microphones replaced diss tracks and viral clips replaced radio battles. Every sentence suddenly carried extra meaning because people kept connecting it to events from the past. By that point, social media wasn't even asking whether the drama was real anymore. The internet had already transformed it into one of the biggest hip-hop conversations of the moment. As the clips continued spreading across social media, fans started paying attention to something else that made the entire situation even stranger. Nobody involved seemed interested in calming things down. Instead, every response appeared to add another layer of tension. One live stream would end, then another interview clip would appear an hour later with somebody else reacting emotionally to the fallout. It became impossible for fans to keep up because every platform had a different version of the story trending at the same time. Some people online believed Tony Yayo's reaction came from loyalty more than anger. Viewers pointed out that Yayo has spent years standing beside 50 Cent through every public feud, industry conflict, and internet war imaginable. Because of that history, many fans felt it was inevitable he would respond once Ross brought G-Unit into the conversation directly. But what caught people off guard was how detailed some of Yayo's comments became when discussing old industry moments. Fans especially focused on the way Yayo described backstage environments during major award shows and events from the past. According to reactions online, he hinted that certain artists acted very differently in private compared to how they acted publicly. That immediately triggered massive debates because hip-hop fans love uncovering hidden stories behind famous rivalries. Suddenly, people started revisiting years of rumors involving entourages, security teams, industry politics, and alleged confrontations that never fully became public. The internet practically turned into a courtroom overnight. One side defended Ross heavily, arguing that confidence and entertainment have. Understand why this tension still felt so personal after all this time. Another thing that kept fans talking was the mention of Jay-Z's longtime circle becoming indirectly connected to the drama. Once Ross allegedly made comments involving people close to that world, viewers immediately began debating whether certain lines should never have been crossed publicly. Some people believed Ross intentionally pushed boundaries because controversy creates attention. Others thought emotions simply got out of control during the conversation. The reactions became even more intense after several bloggers started suggesting the industry itself quietly enjoys these conflicts because drama drives traffic. According to that theory, podcasts, vlogs, live streams, and reaction channels all benefit whenever major rap personalities clash publicly. Whether the arguments are serious or exaggerated almost doesn't matter anymore because the internet turns every moment into content instantly. Fans also noticed how everybody involved seemed aware of the cameras at all times. Every response sounded calculated in some way. Some people interpreted Yayo's comments as defending loyalty and respect. Others saw Ross's behavior as strategic promotion disguised as controversy. Meanwhile, audiences kept consuming every update like episodes of an ongoing series. One viral comment summed up the entire situation perfectly by saying, "Nobody even knows where this started anymore, but everybody wants to know where it ends." And honestly, that's exactly how the atmosphere felt online. Because at this point, the story wasn't just about Ross threatening to slap 50 Cent, it became about reputation, pride, old industry memories, and the blurred line between real tension and internet entertainment. Another major discussion centered around whether modern podcast culture encourages artists to become more dramatic than ever before. Older fans pointed out that years ago rappers mainly responded through music, interviews, or public appearances. Now, with live streams and podcasts happening daily, every emotional reaction instantly becomes content for millions of people to analyze. One sentence can dominate social media for an entire week. Through all the chaos, fans remained divided on who actually won the situation publicly. Supporters of Ross claimed he successfully controlled the conversation and kept his name trending worldwide without even releasing music. They argued that his confidence, humor, and fearless attitude entertained audiences exactly the way viral personalities are supposed to. On the other side, G-Unit supporters praised Tony Yayo for responding immediately and refusing to let comments slide unchecked. Many viewers respected the fact that Yayo appeared loyal and protective toward 50 Cent and the people connected to their circle. Some fans even said Yayo's response made the situation feel more authentic because he spoke with visible emotion instead of sounding scripted. Meanwhile, another layer of mystery continued hanging over everything because fans still obsessed over the possibility of unreleased footage from old encounters surfacing eventually. Every time somebody hinted about hidden videos or backstage moments, audiences became even more invested. Some believed those clips would never appear because too many powerful people are connected to the stories. Others felt bloggers were simply teasing drama to keep viewers hooked. Either way, the suspense worked perfectly. The internet stayed glued to every update. Reaction channels gained massive views. Meme pages flooded timelines nonstop. Live streams discussing the drama pulled huge audiences. And throughout all of it, the original interview clip kept spreading further across platforms. But perhaps the wildest part of the entire situation was realizing how quickly one statement transformed into a giant conversation involving multiple generations of hip-hop history. Older rivalries suddenly felt alive again. Longtime fans became nostalgic for chaotic rap moments from the past, while younger audiences experienced this kind of industry drama for the first time through social media clips and reaction videos. And despite all the opinions, jokes, accusations, and theories floating around online, nobody truly knows what conversations are happening privately behind closed doors. Fans only see the public reactions, edited clips, and internet narratives that spread afterward. That uncertainty is exactly what keeps people watching because every new response creates more questions than answers. For now, one thing is undeniable. The moment Rick Ross made those comments, hip-hop media exploded into complete chaos. Tony Yayo's response only intensified the fire, and now the entire internet is waiting to see whether this remains viral entertainment or turns into something even bigger in the days ahead.